Mindelo has never been normal. How could it have been? It was deemed uninhabitable by the first settlers. Yet the bay was a safe haven for many ships crisscrossing the Atlantic from Europe and Africa to the Americas, as well as a perfect hiding place for pirates and buccaneers.
Gatinha golosa, fresquinha, gostosa como mais. Beijos luminosa, aliar. Merengue, consciência, minhas sonhos. 3 R's, de amor. Buquê de flor para São Valentim. Véu sagrada para a capela maior na Bonome.
In 1793, the Portuguese founded the first settlement, realizing the strategic position of the protected natural harbor. The settlement was named after a liberal Portuguese battle won at a beach called Mindelo in Portugal. The island of São Vicente was arid and lacked fresh water. Agriculture was limited. When the rains were abundant, the settlement would sustain, but then there would be long periods of drought, years, from prosperity to crisis for decades until the mid-1800s. Then the British came. They recognized the potential of the port to create and build coal deposits for passing ships to refuel on their voyages to and from the Americas. So the settlement would grow into a city. Cape Verdeans came from other islands to work in the construction of the busy port and city.
Amorosa, guarda-me joia de minha vida, perfumar alma de bocor, que tem fora de mim, clarear caminho com luz meus olhos, bem confessáveis minha confissão, gato minha paixão, por amor, está fazendo mal na coração.
From about 1875 to 1900, there was a golden age in Mindelo. An average of 5,000 transit passengers would pass through Mindelo each year. Locals supplied the labor force and crews that loaded and unloaded anchored ships. Everything from food, goods, liquor, contraband, and women were traded and bartered. With people comes prosperity and despair. Mindelo would suffer one crisis after another. Food shortages from droughts, disease and famine. Of course, European business and trade would take most of the financial benefits, and working families would earn just enough to eat. There was less of a slave trade in Mindelo. Some people were indentured servants, a fancy name for basically free labor, not far from slavery. Then economic pressure came from competing ports in the Canaries and Senegal, who offered coal at lower prices. Mindelo and its people were abandoned by economics. They ended up rebelling and looted food warehouses out of despair, but it just happened once. Throughout these continuous times of ups and downs, the people of Mindelo developed a unique motto to life. Our life is to earn, to spend, not thinking about tomorrow. This has developed into an identity for the people of Mindelo, creating a society of anarchists rather than following dictated social ideals. Kind of like pirates in a way. They go no further than the immediate, living in the moment. For the people of Mindelo never know what to expect tomorrow, as it may be worse than today. And that holds true today, as the world has been hit with an epidemic. It has as well affected Mindelo. They've been poised to build new infrastructures to accommodate tourists on passing cruise ships to sailing yachts, fishermen and commercial ships of all kind. Mindelo closed its doors, which has beckoned the outside world for centuries. But that will be just another crisis to overcome. And they will overcome. Mindelese's people are said to be the freest of Cape Verdeans. I will borrow this from Cape Verdean writer Germano Almeida. Disregard for disenchantment and hopes for a life of happiness makes the locals free beings to the extreme, who learn to hustle for survival, whether through gambling, contraband, or feminine charm, or through little trickeries that provide daily bread. And because the influence of a port that every day put them in contact with people from other worlds, ours is a people who regard change with an optimism envied by all other Cape Verdeans. Me, have been truly fortunate to have been welcomed here as well as accepted. I will never be a Cape Verdean, but I learned to become a Crioulo. I can speak some Creole. I learned to love their music, their grog, their food, their culture and beauty. As a sailor, I understand living in a present. A sailor's plan is written in sand. We never know what is coming tomorrow. We may have gone through a storm, and perhaps tomorrow will be even worse. So living for today and not worrying about tomorrow is part of our motto too, at least certainly is mine. It is best said in Crioulo. Na vida gente ganha, gasta e que pensa minha. So this was my bit of abbreviated history of Mindelo, with my twist to it. I'm no historian and took some creative license. Mindelo's open again. Not completely, but look, people are out. I'm out.
we love it here.
Music is playing, and I'm even playing chess with Carlos. And now I've also got a few boat issues to deal with. Like, where did this come from? Stuff just falls down from your boat and you don't know where it came from. Oh, that's where it goes. Okay. Now the next project is to get the police and port authority to allow me, Galopin, and friends to go sailing around this beautiful island. We'll get to it. And then I do take some time to invite my wow Wendy aboard. She just loves to dance as I do, and the camera just loves her.